It's time for girls high school basketball on the Rev game of the week. Tonight, our winter sports finale on Rev Sports. I'm Jeff Porsche, David Swacker doing the broadcast with me. It is girls select division, non-select Division I quarterfinals. The 6th seed Salmen Lady Spartans versus the 4th seed Prairieville High Lady Canes. Make it the 3rd seed Prairieville High Lady Canes. The winner tonight makes it to LHSAA Girls March Madness. So stay tuned for that. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Rev game of the week.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
For over 40 years, Bingle has been a trusted name in pest control. Now Bingle Pro Exterminators brings that same expertise and reliability to your home and business. From termites and mosquitoes to roaches, ants, wasps, and wildlife, no pest stands a chance against our professionals. At Bingle Pro Exterminators, we keep pests gone. For a free inspection, call 833-GO-BINGLE or visit binglepro.com. Bingle, the official pest control of LSU Athletics.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Galva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Galva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
At LRC Baton Rouge, we bring you trusted Motorola communication solutions along with advanced security and surveillance systems. We also specialize in a full range of AV solutions, including our own LRC View video walls that transform spaces with stunning visuals. Whether it's seamless communication, top-tier AV installations, or robust access control, LRC Baton Rouge is your all-in-one technology partner. Miller Safety Consulting is more than a service. They're a partner in protecting your people, your business, and your future. With over 27 years of experience, Jeremy Miller and his board-certified team provide expert safety services in OSHA consultation, legal case support, customized training, and more. They also offer online training courses in leadership, health and safety, and mental health and wellness in the workplace. Visit millersafety.com for more information.
Rev presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
And I'm here to show you some of the services we offer to help get you out of pain and back in action.
Dry needling involves inserting thin, sterile needles into trigger points within muscles to release tension, reduce pain, and improve movement. It's highly effective for muscle tightness, chronic pain, and headaches. Joint manipulation. By applying a quick, controlled force to a joint, we can restore mobility, reduce stiffness, and relieve pain. Cupping therapy uses suction cups to increase blood flow, reduce muscle tension, and promote healing. With instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, we apply targeted pressure to break down scar tissue and speed up recovery.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Porsche. David Swacker will be with me in a moment. We are in the Storm Center on the campus of Prairieville High School. They're the home team tonight, the 3 seed, the Prairieville High Lady Canes versus the number 6 seed, Salmon Lady Spartans, who are 26-3 on the season. We're expecting a great matchup here tonight. And as I said in the introduction, the winner advances to Marsh Madness. That's what we call it on the girls' side in Hammond as you look at the road to Marsh Madness. And for Prairieville, they got a first-round bye because the top 4 seeds get a first-round bye. Salmon had to play Benton. Benton had to take the long ride down from Bossier Parish. They almost got doubled up by Salmon, 74-39. In the regionals on Monday night, Prairieville beat Ouachita out of Monroe 65-49, and they never trailed in the game, and they had an outstanding performance. And then another team coming from Bossier comes down to play Salmon, and they win that one fairly easily as well by a score of 62-51, and that's where we stand. The winner of tonight's game will play their next game in Hammond versus the winner of the Slidell Denham Springs game. And so we'll keep an eye on all of that as the night goes on. But right now I'm going to turn it over to my partner, and he's going to tell you about the coaches for tonight's matchup.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, you have 2 outstanding coaches here from Salmon in his 5th year. You see that record there, 86 and 61. Darrell Thomas, 5th year, and is doing an outstanding job. And then for your home team, and boy, that's a big deal, as you'll see a lot of the people coming in and filling the stands. Your home team, Chase Delry, he's in his 2nd year. He's been coaching longer than 2 years. Been very successful, and he is 40-14. So there's Delry right there. Doesn't look like, one bit of anxiety or pressure or anything else, because he knows he has an outstanding team.
You know why he's not feeling any anxiety?
I think you gave him the pep talk?
No, that doesn't work. Today is Chase Delry's birthday. So happy birthday to Chase Delry.
Then you sang happy birthday to him.
No, I did not do that. But he would love a birthday present of a quarterfinal victory. He got his first victory as a girls head coach in the playoffs Monday night, and he hopes to go on and win a second one here tonight. Now for the keys to victory for the Salmon Lady Spartans, they have 2 really good scoring partners in the backcourt, and that's going to be number 0, Akayla McMowen, and number 10, Kendall Thomas. They average combined about 37 points a game, and so that's who they need to count on. And if Prairieville is going to win this game, they're going to have to neutralize one, if not both of these girls. So that's a big thing to look at. And as far as creating foul problems, Prairieville goes through 2 players pretty much, and that's Marley Gatlin and Ryan Comrie. If Ryan Comrie gets in foul trouble, this team changes dramatically because they don't have that big presence in the middle. So if you can get a couple of early fouls on Ryan Comrie and put her on the bench, you might be able to make a run in the first half and get a lead. And then the other thing that they're going to do, they're expected to play zone defense tonight and play a half-court defense. That's what Chase Delry was telling me earlier in the week. And so they're going to try to create some traps, create some situations where they put some pressure, and that's where you get the turnovers. That's where you can make a lazy pass or an errant pass and make a mistake right there. As far as Prairieville goes, Ryan Comrie, that's their offense. And she's the big girl. And she if you can feed her and you can get her into that 30, 40 points range, she's going to get it.
And, Jeff, both of these teams, you have playoff officials coming in from a neutral site. And I'm going to just tell you, they're at this game for a reason, because they probably have had a pretty good year officiating. Maybe they have a number of years officiating. So players from both teams are going to have to be very, very sharp about how they handle their defense and being able to make some adjustments according to how guys are officiating. There they are, right there, three-man crew. And I'm sure they're going to do an heck of a job tonight.
Right. And as far as the officials go, a couple of the things left to talk about for Prairieville, they got to make their free throws. We talked about that in their last game against East Ascension, because the game before that East Ascension game, they were 9 for 28 from the free throw line. On Monday night against Ouachita, they were 18 for 24. So they've solved that problem. They got to keep solving that problem, because if they have a lead late, you ice the game by making those free throws. And then the other thing you got to do is you got to limit those second chances. Don't give up a lot of rebounds. Don't give up a lot of second chance points. And Prairieville has a little trouble sometimes on the boards, especially on the far side, giving up those rebounds and giving the team a second chance. You don't want to do that with Salmon here tonight. And so as far as the starting lineups go for Salmon, we talked about a couple of these girls. Number 0, Kayla McMuin. And then number 1, Anjanae Domino. Number 3, Brielle Major. She's the big body in the middle who's going to be guarding Ryan Comrie tonight. She's one to watch for as well. Number 10, Kendall Thomas. And number 23, Paris Powell. That's your starting lineup for Salmon. Now, your starting lineup tonight for the Prairieville Lady Canes. You got the senior, the leader of this team, Marley Gatlin. She's going to run the point and run the offense. Then you got the two Galvez girls, the freshman Kaylee Miles, number 4, and number 14, Aubrielle Terrio. And they have done a great job coming in and starting as freshmen on a deep team. And then you got Brianna Sanders, number 23. She dislocated her finger Monday night, but Coach Delry said she's going to play. Her parents said they want her to play. She's going to play as much as she can, but watch for Kaylin Sheets to come in off the bench and replace her. And then you got Ryan Comrie, who is probably the best player in Ascension Parish, if not the best player in the district. And she is a presence to deal with. And last time we saw her in the game against East Ascension, she had over 40 points.
She had over 40, and a lot of times, Jeff, she'll take that defensive rebound and can easily, because of her athletic ability, go from underneath the goal and go the length of the floor and have either a little short jumper or a possible layup in there. But the big thing I think Comrie needs to be aware of, a lot of times, people get aware of that and they focus on playing some defense a little bit quick and maybe possibly getting a few blocks or charges or whatever is called. So that's always a critical thing for the big people that are moving around the length of the floor with the ball.
And they got to be really careful with that, because in the game against Ouachita, she got 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes of the game, and Prairieville had got off to a big lead. But the issue was, after the fouls, she had to go to the bench, and Ouachita really wasn't able to break into the lead very much, but Prairieville was not able to extend it, and Ouachita was able to stay in the game a lot longer than maybe they should have. And so you've got to keep her on the court, and you got to keep Marley Gatlin on the court. Those are your two seniors. Without those two girls, they're a very average team. And with a couple of freshmen and a sophomore playing down there with a couple of other starters. So you got to keep those girls there and keep them out of foul trouble. And as you heard the horn, we are about a minute away from the start of tonight's game. As you can see, Prairieville was on the left in your previous shot. They are the home team tonight, and they will be wearing their white jerseys. As you see, Coach Delry right there, probably leading the prayer, as we can see, having a moment of silent reflection. And giving the girls a last moment of peace before the storm, as Salmon is just about ready. They're at the free throw line on that same end. They're going to be wearing the black jerseys with the gold numbers, and this is going to be a exciting matchup as the quarterfinals are coming up, and all the games are going on about this time right now, as the quarterfinals are going to be Natchitoches Central at Zachary, Terrebonne playing at Neville. You got our game right here, and then the winner of this matchup is going to take on the winner of Denham Springs versus Slidell. So you got a couple of interesting things if you look at the bottom of this bracket. You could have a Prairieville Denham Springs rematch, or you could have round 3 of Salmon versus Slidell, or you could just have a random matchup.
And that's all district games in the regular season. But at Zachary, they're the past state champions. And because I went to Northwestern, I just follow Natchitoches Central quite a bit, and they always are very good in basketball. Always have very good athletic teams. So it'd be interesting to see just exactly what happens with that Zachary versus the Natchitoches Central Chiefs.
We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer, Jeff Dittman.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise to your feet if you are able. Gentlemen, remove your hats and all stand at attention as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem. Spartans are coached by Gerald Thomas, who's assisted by Jamila Brown and Wendy Campbell. And now, the starting lineup for our Prairie Hurricanes. At guard, a freshman, number 14, At guard, a
And here we are, a big night for Prairieville girls basketball, their first ever quarterfinal game, their first chance to make it to March Madness, but they're hosting a senior-laden, experienced, and talented Salmon Spartan opponent. And we are ready for the jump. It's going to be Brielle Major versus Ryan Comrie. Quarterfinal basketball about to be underway, and here we go. Marley Gatlin gets it.
Always nice to start that game winning that tip and getting down and see if they pay off with a bucket here.
Skip pass, nearly stolen, and there's one of those passes that gets away, and pressure and a foul going to be called against the Lady Canes, so the first foul of the night. And that comes off of one of those passes. That's what I was talking about. Brianna Sanders commits the first foul, and she commits the first turnover as well.
Salmon comes out in that zone defense, and you got to be careful.
And a jumper, no good by Thomas, and there's a long outlet pass and missed by Terrio, and she gets her own rebound. Now Comrie's going to drive. Nice move, but blocked from behind by Brielle Major.
Comrie's just shaking that off. That'll happen to you a jillion times, either in PE or games throughout your playing days.
And now they'll set up the three. Terrio, good. It's 3-0 Lady Canes.
Salmon looks like they're allowing that outside shot to take place. Man-to-man here.
And now Thomas gets it out to Domino. Now McMillan. Pass over to Thomas.
It looks like the Hurricanes are matching up.
She's met by Miles, stops her dribble, pass down low, stolen by Comrie, but a foul. And there's the first foul.
Just a half a step late getting to that ball was Comrie.
So Comrie is going to have to not be as aggressive right here.
Well, right there, I call it ball you man. Play about halfway between the ball and the offensive player. Just get out of the way. Just get in their passing lane.
Major scores and then blocks Comrie on the other side, and the Spartans are moving very quickly. And the drive and the shot, no good. Rebound, Comrie. And here you go, coach, coast to coast. Miles open, and she gets the assist, and Miles scores, and it's 5-2.
Well, you know what does that good right there, Jeff? It gets the crowd in the game a little bit there.
And it's a great crowd here tonight at the Storm Center. Double team now, the pass, and Domino drives, misses, and Comrie will take it and run across half court. Now slow it down. 2 minutes in, 5-2 Lady Canes. Miles for three, no good. She gets her own rebound.
Boy, that was a long rebound by Miles. Good job.
And that was a 2 from Sanders. She misses, and the rebound goes to Domino. And now the drive, and I think we're going to get a charge.
Whoa.
All right, we're about to call the foul on Sanders, but they go with a charge on Domino.
Domino did not. Well, I'm going to let the referees do the refereeing.
So the foul situation, 2-1. Prairieville has 2. Salmon has 1. You go to 5, you get the bonus. Gatlin pass inside to Miles, stolen. And here is Thomas, and she's all alone and lays it in. It's 5-4.
A little pressure right here by Salmon.
They don't expect a lot of full court pressure here tonight. Like I said, half court zone. Sanders passes it over to Terrio, shoots, short, rebound Miles, puts it back, no good, rebound Comrie, loses it on the floor, but it's going to be a whistle and a foul.
Comrie did a good job getting the rebound, and attempting to dribble. Once you get that ball in that lane, you need to go back up and just shoot that thing.
McMuhin gets the foul. Gatlin has it, but it's stolen by Domino. And Domino drives, and the Salmon takes the lead.
Oh, Domino, this 2 in a row right here, just a little easy layup coming up and down the floor.
Salmon's first lead of the night at 6-5.
Here's Salmon in that zone defense.
And Comrie drives, kicks it out to Sanders. She'll shoot from the free throw line, short. And a rebound, fight for it on the ground, and I believe that they're going to say that Sanders may have been out, and yeah, her hand or her head was out of bounds, and so it's going to be Salmon possession.
Referee going on the scorer's table, make sure they get that straight. We call the jump ball right there, make sure we change that arrow.
And so now there's a pass down low, and points for Paris Powell, and it's 8-5, Salmon. So they're beating the pressure very easily right now. We're halfway through this first quarter. Salmon with the lead. Terrio drives, block, rebound, Terrio. And now the kick out to Sanders. She shoots for 3, long. Rebound goes to McMuhin. And Salmon can extend their lead. They're up 8-5. McMuhin, she's their leading scorer. Shoots from the free throw line and gets nothing but net, and it's 10-5.
Salmon doubles that score right now on the scoreboard.
Comrie goes up, misses, and a whistle. And we have a jump ball. It's going to go to the Lady Spartans. Because if you remember, they called that out earlier on Sanders, so that was not the change of possession right there on the arrow. So now Prairieville gets the arrow. McMuhin guarded by Gatlin, 0 against 0. And there's a pass and a shot and in from Kendall Thomas, and it's 12-5. I believe that's 10 straight, Coach.
10 straight, but someone on that team, and there's your ringleader there, Gatlin.
Terrio's going to shoot the 3. She makes it.
Terrio, that was smooth as could be right there, especially a three-pointer.
12-8. And they're going to go with the full court pressure. They've been beating it so far. They get it across to Powell. McMuhin guarded by Gatlin. Pass down low, blocked by Comrie. 3-on-1. They get it to Miles. Layup is good. 12-10. 5 straight now for Prairieville.
And that is the advantage that you have with Comrie in there. Big plus right there, getting the ball and getting down the floor.
Good defense by Sanders, but we're going to have a late whistle, and I think that Gatlin is going to get the foul, and she does. 2:05 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, you're seeing a lot of, it looks like pregame warm-ups with all the layups being shot by both teams here right off the bat.
And so Gatlin is going to have a seat early, and Caitlin Sheets is going to check in. She is one of their three-point stars. Something to keep an eye on when they're on offense. Kendall Thomas has it guarded by Sanders. Now down low. Shot, no good. Rebound goes to Sheets. Prairieville can tie it or take the lead here. Miles running the point. Gets it over to Comrie. Stops. Shoots. Tied. 12-12.
It's been the best offense for both teams. Hurry up and get that ball down the floor and get an open shot.
Good pass, and Salmon retakes the lead. Real Major, 14-12. Comrie in the lane, kicks it. Sheets 3, no good off the back iron. Rebound goes to Major. Whistle, and going to carry. Turnover with 1:10 left to go.
You don't see that call being made much And it could probably be called quite a bit, especially in high school football. High school basketball.
Right. Bree Sanders is going to check out, and Gatlin's back in. Had a little discussion with Coach Delry on how he wants her to run the offense. They've been together for 4 years, 2 years at Dutchtown, 2 years at Prairieville. Terrio trying to get a third three, misses. Rebound goes to Thomas. Coast to coast, scores.
Oh, did that look like it was smooth? Little crossover dribble, and there shoots a nice little layup.
Thomas is the player that Coach Delry was most concerned about. Says that she's a great athlete. She's their second leading scorer. Kicks it out to Sheets. Another try. That's way long. Miles will shoot from the baseline. No good. Rebound. Jump ball. Prairieville.
Yeah, that's the third or fourth jump ball called here in the first quarter.
Very fast-moving first quarter. Only 28.9 seconds left. Salmon with the 4-point lead. Gatlin looking. Over to Terrio. Shoots. Long. Rebound goes to Gatlin, but loses it out of bounds. It goes to Salmon. Bree Sanders comes in. Sheets checks out. Hadn't been able to make her three-pointers yet.
Coach Jerry's telling his defensive kids, back up a little bit. Don't let them penetrate right on at the half-court mark.
12 seconds. Thomas, nice dribble, pass, down low to Major, scores, 3 seconds. That's going to be the last attempt in this first quarter, and it's 18-12. Salmon with the lead. An exciting first quarter is over. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to Rev, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. Rev.
We're back as Salmon takes the early lead, 18-12 on Prairieville, Coach.
And I'm going to tell you, both teams have taken an advantage of getting the ball up and down the floor for some nice, easy shots. And it's worked very well for both teams.
And Prairieville doing a good job with the early lead, but Salmon was able to go on a 10-0 run and get the lead, and they haven't relinquished it. It was tied for a moment after a shot in the lane by Comrie, but then Salmon went on a 6-0 run, and they're going to get the ball to start the second quarter with the possession arrow.
Well, Comrie's had a couple of shots, maybe altered or blocked, but it hadn't phased her one bit. She's working hard, getting that shot.
And ball on the floor, Terrio gets it, and it's knocked away, but Miles saves it. For the moment, it goes out of bounds to White, and they keep possession.
Well, great hustle right there. Coach Delry got to be very pleased, and the effort of his girls right there, right off the bat.
And a new player in the game for Salmon to start the second quarter, number 5, Nevaeh McGee.
These girls are spread out all over the place, offensively and defensively.
Bree Sanders passes inside to Comrie, loses it, stays in the possession of the Lady Canes.
And that's the effort you want right there. You pass the ball into the corner and try to hit Comrie right there, drop it down low around the goal.
Marsh Madness is on the line, and the shot by Comrie, no good. Rebound, no good. Fight for it, and it's going to stay with Prairieville. Jump ball goes to the Lady Canes. They're giving Comrie fits so far. Lots of missed shots, lots of blocks.
She's altering that shot just a little bit. And that's kind of affected, having 2 and 3 efforts at the goal, underneath the goal.
And a block. Did not get position. And that's on McGee. So the first foul of the second quarter with 7:09 left to go. Scoreless second quarter so far, 18-12, Salmon. Gatlin to Terrio, now Bree Sanders back to Gatlin. Terrio.
2-3 zone.
And there's a shot from Sanders, and it's good.
And that shot will be open all night long, or right there at the elbow if they try to defend it by sending somebody out there.
It's 18-15, and it goes out of bounds. Off the official, off of Salmon. And I think that Thomas is kind of frustrated because that would have likely gone off of a Prairieville player.
But the rule is this: the official is part of the floor, however he is standing. And that was the right call to make. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of experience doing that.
Gatlin loses it. Turnover. It's a 3-point game.
Half-court press. Man-to-man, just kind of sag off of them.
This is McMullen, guarded by Gatlin. Turnaround jumper off the glass and in.
Oh, what a shot right there.
This team is very efficient on their shots.
Well, a little reverse dribble right there. A nice little.
Terrio baseline block. And McGee gets a second foul.
And we watch this on the baseline right here. And very easy call to make right there by the official. You play in defense to start with, but you're not getting in front of that offensive player.
Inside to Miles, trying to get it to Sheets, saves it, knocked away, stolen. And there's another pass causing a turnover. McMullen stops at the free throw line, and they just can't miss. They're on fire, 22-15.
Well, their scoring comes in series of 6 or 8 points right here, and then in the past, Prairieville has answered.
Post to Comrie scores.
See, Comrie's that's how she needs to shoot a basketball. When she's dribbling in there and tries some cockeyed looking shots that hasn't been successful for her tonight.
And she stayed out of foul trouble since that first foul in the first minute. And now Major gets past her. It's blocked from behind, though. She loses it to Prairieville. Good block by Comrie. Comrie has 1 foul. Gatlin has 1 foul. That's something that we're going to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that's a pretty good situation for Coach Delry right now.
4:50. 5-point lead. No whistle. Shot blocked. And it's Salmon, and there's the second foul. On 0. Coach Delry, I think, is going to call a timeout right here.
Call a timeout. He's not real happy with that offensive effort right there. Trying to throw the passes over some lengthy defenders, and it's not been very successful for him.
And so this is a short timeout, but we're going to look at the state champions over the last 5 years. Zachary, the 1 seed, and the defending champions. Parkway won 2 in a row. Ponchatoula won it in 22, and Captain Shreve won in 21.
Parkway's with the girl at LSU. I think her last name's Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
Michaela.
An outstanding player, and it went back-to-back right there. And, of course, Ponchatoula with some outstanding efforts here winning. And, when you see this Captain Shreve team, when I coached up in North Louisiana, you just didn't see girls basketball in Captain Shreve, but evidently they put it together.
And one of these teams will be playing in the semifinal with a victory tonight. Right now, Salmon has the lead.
You cannot let them dribble past you and gain some advantage of some little dish-offs.
And we have a travel. Gatlin is out the game right now with the 2 fouls. She was replaced by Sheets. So they're going to give her a seat and discuss things. And a nice pass stolen. Nice steal by McGee. And a push. Even I could see that.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have to adjust your glasses there, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm not wearing them tonight. I can see it, though.
They called that a player control foul.
And it's the 3rd personal on the Salmon here. And they got to make better passes. And there's an easy layup.
Being very conscientious right there of just how she handles that ball, not bringing the ball back to the left or right. Easy little layup.
McMuhin, turnaround jumper blocked by Miles. She keeps possession, shoots in the lane, misses, rebounds Sanders, and she gets it to Comrie, and she's going to run. She's going to go inside, and 2 more. 22-21, Coach.
Boy, I'm going to tell you what, Comrie, she has the ability to get the crowd roared up right here with coast to coast right there, and a nice little layup.
And a shot and a whistle and a charge. And Comrie's fired up. She's doing it on both ends now.
Comrie says, I took a charge, Coach. You know, usually the taller people, the bigger people don't want to take charges. You know, they want to block shots all the time. Good job, right?
And that was a dangerous situation because if you call the block, which could have happened, it's a 2nd foul.
Well, you know, I think it was pretty easy right there.
And inside to Comrie, outside to Sheets. She's going to miss again. And the rebound goes to Miles. They can take the lead right here if they can score, and she's going to go to the line.
Do not dribble that ball. Miss Comrie, keep that ball off the floor and let you go into the hole with it.
And now Comrie will shoot 2. One of our keys to the game tonight, free throws. We'll see how Prairieville can do right here. They make 2, they get the first lead since the opening minutes of the game. They had a 5-2 lead early. They missed the first one. So they can tie it right here. Missed, 0 for 2, rebound Major. Tough break.
Well, you talked about free throws, how important they were.
Thomas gets it over to McGee. And it's nearly stolen by Bree Sanders. Double team, trap, pass knocked away by Comrie, whistle. Jump ball goes to Salmon.
I tell you what I liked right there defensively. Hands straight up, creating pressure, and then not only right there in the corner, but the other 3 girls were closely guarded, enabled them to get that jump ball there.
Paris Powell has come in, and Kendall Pichon has checked in for Salmon. And a drive and a block, and now Marley's got 3. She may have to sit the rest of the first half.
Well, she's your point guard. She's your general out there on the floor. You know, the big thing is she got 3. Can she play a smart enough game? And evidently, Coach is going to take her out here.
As another free throw missed. And KK Snyder-Kemp, a freshman, is going to come in. They're going to go big.
Well, I'm not real certain what Coach Thomas from Salmon's going to do, but he's got to be thinking, let's just see, where was Gatlin? Who was guarding her?
And right now, Comrie has it, and she's going to go in, and gets blocked. And Kashawn has it. And now here comes Salmon running. They haven't done this in a while. They get the layup. Kendall Thomas scores.
Nice job there. I'm just telling you.
Yep.
Thomas, a very good job with an underhand layup.
Now Comrie, she's going to run the point a little bit. Gets it to Sanders. She passes on the shot. Now bounce pass down low, missed. She was under the basket and bad position. Now McMoon has it. And a drive. She misses. Rebound, Bree Sanders. And the long pass to Comrie. She may have traveled. She did.
People don't understand. That wasn't traveling in the NBA. But in high school, they're going to call that.
Exactly. 1:43 left to go. 3-point lead for Salmon.
And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to just say this. Comrie needs a triple jump. Get out there for track.
Pass, shot, in. And that's Paris Powell. And it's a 26-21 game.
Nice follow through on that shot. Full court pressure.
1:28 left to go. Terrio. Lots of dribbles and a travel and a turnover. Right now, Prairieville's got to survive this 118 because Gatlin isn't there to run your offense. She's in foul trouble.
And I'm going to tell you what, look at that score up there, Jeff, for the Canes.
Yep.
If you look on their scores each and every game, they're scoring it in the 60s easily.
Yep.
And at 21 right now, that doesn't look like it's going to be the easiest thing to get to.
Good pass, layup. Riel Major scores, and it's 28-21. 7-point lead. Inbounds to Comrie, 47 seconds. Comrie, nice pass. KK scores.
You got to shoot almost 100% on those, Jeff. Got to be able to make those shots underneath that goal, and they've probably missed 8 or 10 of them fairly easy tonight on some pretty good plays getting the ball underneath the goal.
28-23. McMoon on the perimeter, passes it, and now an open three. Air ball, 15 seconds. Miles gets to Terrio. She's going to go coast to coast and miss. Rebound, Comrie scores. 28-25, 2-1, half court, no good. So Prairieville gets it back to 3 when it was down to 7. And it's 28-25. We're at the half. Salmon with the lead. We'll take a break and come back. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
For over 40 years, Bingle has been a trusted name in pest control. Now Bingle Pro Exterminators brings that same expertise and reliability to your home and business. From termites and mosquitoes to roaches, ants, wasps, and wildlife, no pest stands a chance against our professionals. At Bingle Pro Exterminators, we keep pests gone. For a free inspection, call 833-GO-BINGLE or visit binglepro.com. Bingle, the official pest control of LSU Athletics.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Galva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Galva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
At LRC Baton Rouge, we bring you trusted Motorola communication solutions along with advanced security and surveillance systems. We also specialize in a full range of AV solutions, including our own LRC View video walls that transform spaces with stunning visuals. Whether it's seamless communication, top-tier AV installations, or robust access control, LRC Baton Rouge is your all-in-one technology partner. Miller Safety Consulting is more than a service. They're a partner in protecting your people, your business, and your future. With over 27 years of experience, Jeremy Miller and his board-certified team provide expert safety services in OSHA consultation, legal case support, customized training, and more. They also offer online training courses in leadership, health and safety, and mental health and wellness in the workplace. Visit millersafety.com for more information.
Rev presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
And I'm here to show you some of the services we offer to help get you out of pain and back in action.
Dry needling involves inserting thin, sterile needles into trigger points within muscles to release tension, reduce pain, and improve movement. It's highly effective for muscle tightness, chronic pain, and headaches. Joint manipulation. By applying a quick, controlled force to a joint, we can restore mobility, reduce stiffness, and relieve pain. Cupping therapy uses suction cups to increase blood flow, reduce muscle tension, and promote healing. With instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, we apply targeted pressure to break down scar tissue and speed up recovery.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
It's halftime on the Rev Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Porsche with David Swacker. Lady Spartans lead the Lady Canes 28-25. Now tomorrow night is going to be a historic night for the Prairieville boys soccer team as they will be playing for a state championship against Turlings High. We're going to take a look at their historic run to the state championship game right now. Prairieville comes out on top and will set up. Left side, cross inside, and a shot, and it's in, and it's tied. Now passing inside, and the footer not there, but still, and then the pressure, and it's off the goalie, and it's in. Prairieville takes the lead. Here comes another strike, and it is wide and in. 7-1.
And that is our final whistle, folks.
So our final score tonight, Prairieville defeats Caddo Magnet 7-1, and they will move on to the quarterfinals for the first time in the history.
First corner kick for Prairieville, I believe. This one's into the scrum.
And a goal!
They bounce it off with a finger and it goes in!
That's exactly what Prairieville needed to start this half. And that is it.
Game. The final score, the Prairieville Hurricanes win it. They go to the semifinals and they'll host Rummel with a 1-0 victory over Willow. What a ball game we just witnessed. The road to Strawberry Stadium has one more brutal stop, and only the strongest survive. There's another boot trying to get it down the field.
And a little too much.
He misjudged it. It went in. He misjudged it. It bounced over his head.
And that looks like that is Jace Golson for Prairieville.
Cow.
And that is going to be the end of regulation time. 2 halves played.
We've got extra time. We've got extra soccer for you as we go to overtime here in the semifinal game. First shot of 5. Winner take all championship. I mean, the crowd is hushed just because of the pure enormity of this moment. First kick is in for the score. He ripped it. He finds it, faked him out, went left instead of right, and it's 2-1.
Number 88, Grant Lawless.
Lawless puts it in the back of the net. He got it
90.
again.
Beautiful player on the first 5.
The second 5.
And beautifully done right there. Let's see what can happen right here. See if Tilly can be the hero.
Man, wouldn't that be nice? And he
did!
He did!
Is going to the semis! Prairieville High will be playing for the state championship on the 27th.
The boys play Friday night at 7:30 at Strawberry Stadium in Hammond. As you see right there, Prairieville versus Turlings Catholic. As they beat Sam Houston, who we didn't see because we didn't cover that game, but they won by the mercy rule 8-0. Then you saw the game against Caddo Magnet 7-1. Quarters were against the Willow School, and they won that game 1-0. Semifinals, it was 1-1. Then they played the 2 overtime periods, and you had to go to penalty kicks. And Prairieville made all 5 of theirs, and Rummel missed their last one. And so they win on PKs and advance to the finals. It was a very dramatic night, Saturday night.
And if you look there, you know, I'm not a. Here we go.
Well, let's look at the boys' local St. Charles, and the road to Lake Charles. Why don't you tell us about those games, Coach?
Well, the road to Lake Charles, and for a long time, this road used to be to Alexandria. Now here it's to Lake Charles, and we have a number of teams here. Hanville at Santa Monica. We find out just exactly what happens Friday night, tomorrow night. And then HL Bourgeois at East Ascension. Donaldsonville, because they've seeded very high, is getting a bye. And Ascension Christian has got a home game right here along with Ascension Catholic.
And so now you have that going on tomorrow night. And as far as our games of the week coming up, are going to go on Tuesday next week. We're going to have Prairieville at East Ascension for softball. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to have softball, Dutchtown at Santa Ma. And then you're going to have our first baseball game of the year, Dutchtown at Prairieville. And so we're moving on to spring sports now as the winter sports are coming to a close. This is the last girls basketball game. Soccer, you can't cover the finals because they have a contract with LHSAA, has a contract with somebody else, and so then you also have boys basketball, which we'll keep an eye on.
And you know, it'll be interesting to see because I think basically, you know, Prairieville's year 2 of the school. You have a new coach at Santa Ma, and so it's going to be interesting to see just exactly what happens. Baseball, and then at the softball, you know, Amy Petrie's Lady Gators, you know, they have been on a roll statewide the last number of years, winning state championships.
So we're about to start the second half, and Coach, I got to say for Prairieville, they got to feel pretty fortunate to be down by 3 because it got to 28-21. Marley Gatlin was on the bench with 3 fouls. And you just wanted to survive that first half, and they cut into the lead. They cut it by more than half from 28-21 to 28-25.
Well, they cut it, first of all, at the start of the second quarter. But here right now, a 3-point game right here. I just feel like that Gatlin has got to be smart. You know, you cannot try to beat them with your athletic ability, pass the ball in there, to see if you can get it to some of your other players. Let's see what happens here in this third quarter.
Starting 5 for both teams in the game. There's a 3. Air ball nearly taken away by Gatlin, but rebound goes to Salmon, and McMoon is going to run the show. Down low to Major. Nice move. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Pass down low, another pass, and a layup by Major. The extra pass got him points.
I tell you what, Coach Thomas has done an outstanding job of getting his girls to pass the ball to the open girls.
And there's a three coming from Aubrielle Terrio, the freshman.
Terrio, nice job right there. She's not quite on in that first half right here. She gets another shot at it. Let's see what happens.
McMoon misses. Rebound goes to Comrie, and she's going to go coast to coast. Watch. We're tied.
They don't want any part of that. You know, if you try to get after that defensively, you know what's going to happen, Jeff? A foul.
And a +1. 30-30. And there's a shot at the line. No good. Rebound. Good job by Major, and she scores. She got position on Comrie.
Got position. Comrie's got to do that blocking out right there.
Kicks it out. Passes it up. Baseline. Floater. No good. Rebound. Goes. No good. And it's going to be possession and a foul, as I think Bree Sanders was kind of frustrated right there, thought maybe she was fouled. Then she comes back and commits the foul, and you see that all the time.
Yeah, but we're just playing high school sports right now.
Yeah.
Learning process. She's had a good night. Great rebound right there.
Yep. 6-12. It's 32-30. Salmon. She's played great defense all night. McMoon passes it to Domino. Domino has it. McMoon.
This might be as long a possession.
She's going to go to the line. Domino was fouled by Miles.
Yeah, that Salmon has had. They took forever just setting up a play right there, but ended up getting a foul in the possession.
And so a couple of free throws are coming. Anjane Domino. I don't think we've seen a free throw made all night, Coach. There haven't been a lot. The foul situation is 2-0 Prairieville in the third quarter. And there's a made free throw, and it's 33-30. And now Gatlin has to avoid a fourth foul. Miles at the perimeter now gets it over to Terrio. Post. Nice job by Major stealing it.
Good job defensively and nice try offensively, just a little bit shy.
And Terrio gets the steal. This is Gatlin ahead, scores. It's a one-point game.
Gatlin's probably got to take a deep breath, say, boy, it was nice to kind of contribute like I've been doing for the 2 years I've been here.
Now McMoon.
Don't let him shoot those threes. I hadn't seen them.
They may have tried 1-3 all night. They like to play inside the perimeter. Oh, that's a foul. That's a hard foul right there. She got her money's worth on that one. But Comrie, that's only her second foul, so she's fine right now. And now Anjane Domino will go back to the line. Maybe the strategy is make them shoot free throws because they are deadly inside the perimeter. They make that one. It's a 2-point game. I think the biggest lead has been 7, and that's on the Salmon side tonight. This has been a competitive game. Salmon has had the advantage a lot of the night, and we have a whistle, and I think we may be getting an injury substitution. There may be some blood or something like that that they're trying to get off of Marley Gatlin.
All right, look at your pressure right here. You got right there the long pass.
And it gets over to Terrio in the paint. Spin, turn around, scores. We're tied.
That was a great high school move.
And a steal by Miles. A chance to take the lead off her hip. Shot. She goes to the line. And so can Miles give Prairieville the lead on the line? Michaela McMillan commits the foul. So it's 3-1, the foul advantage. Prairieville has 3.
You cannot be afraid to make that long pass because, you know, athletically, Salmon can let you try to beat them, and then they're going to come back defensively and get after it. But then if you can break that defender, you got that easy layup.
Prairieville has their first lead in a long time. Offensive rebound blocked. But look at Miles fighting from the free throw line and scores. She got 3 points on that possession.
I'll tell you what. Good job there by Miles. Very good job.
McMillan, turnaround jumper in the paint in, and it's a 37-36 game.
Well, what an effort right there, Salmon.
They score quickly. Ryan's going to try a 3, and that's way long. Rebound goes to Powell.
It's Delris says that was a long shot.
Yeah. Pass, nearly stolen shot. No good, out of bounds on the air ball, Prairieville.
Well, look at that score up there, Jeff.
Yes.
It seems like it's been forever that Prairieville has had the lead.
It's only been less than a minute. And it was 28-21 at one point, Salmon. Since then, it's a 16-8 run. Pass to Comrie, drives, shoots. And she had to change her hand, and it's going to go out of bounds to Prairieville. Comrie thought that she got hit in the wrist. No whistle. KK Snyder-Kemp's going to come in for Kaylee Miles.
I tell you what, I've been kind of silently surprised at Saunders right here. She's really doing a good job.
Yes. Shot from Terrio, no good. Rebound goes to Domino, and Salmon can take the lead back. McMillan past the halfway point in the third quarter. Been a great game here tonight on both sides. Shot blocked. It's going to be Black possession. Salmon keeps it. We have a whistle, and I think a timeout has been called by Salmon. And so we'll keep it here. And again, why don't we take a look at the other quarterfinal games, as we know that this game, the winner is going to go to Marsh Madness, and they are going to take on the winner of Denham Springs and Slidell. And both of these teams here playing tonight want the opponent from their district, because Prairieville got beat on the final regular season game of the year by Denham to lose the district. Salmon has played Slidell twice, and Slidell beat them both times. So both teams want to get their old opponent and get some revenge. But then you got the other games, Natchitoches at Zachary, Terrebonne at Neville.
Well, watch what you wish for.
Yeah.
You know, let me just tell you, when you get to the last two games of the year, I mean, these are heck of a game. I mean, it's unreal of the effort by the players, by the coaches. The fans are all going to come there. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens. Coach Thomas right there, probably real excited the effort of his girls. It says, can anybody stop Comrie in there?
Yeah, this is a toss-up, really is. Either team can win tonight. 6 versus 3. And there's a 3, and it's a 2-point lead as McMillan sinks her basket. Are they saying it's a 2? Did they say a 2, Coach?
I think he did. I didn't get the other hand up.
Well, right now the scoreboard says 3.
All right.
Pass saved by Gatlin.
Well, they do a good job defensively, putting pressure on that ball.
Here's Comrie, shoots in the lane. No good, in and out. And a fight for it. Jump ball, Salmon. Miles is going to come in. Snyder Kemp's going to come out. Two-point lead for Salmon. I believe they've counted that as a 3. McMillan shoots, floater, no good, rebound Miles. And they're going to run. They got numbers if they can get there. Terrio, spin. She's got a great spin move. And we're tied.
Good job there, Terrio.
2:20 left to go in the third. Pass down low to Major, back to McMillan. 3, that's off. And the rebound goes to Miles. That miss from Powell. And a turnover.
Gatlin didn't agree with that call. I can't help you from way back here.
Right, we're on the far end, so that is on the opposite end of our view. But they called it travel. McMillan. Domino to McMillan. Now it passes up the baseline, Domino, over to McMillan again. Inside of 2 minutes. Now over to Powell. And now another 3 from McMillan, air ball. And a long pass down court. Oh, got greedy. That one was too hot.
Good job defensively.
Yep.
You know, good job on the thought offensively. Just could not execute it because it had to be almost like a perfect pass in there.
And we're at the vantage point where we can see that developing because we're in the we're basically underneath where the ball is being thrown inbounds right now. And you could see your eyes get big, and you saw Terrio break for the basket. But the pass was just too hot. Now McMillan. Ooh, that's a hot pass right there, and Bree Sanders steals it. And now they're running, and guess who's got it? Prairieville takes the lead. You can't stop Comrie when she's in motion like that.
She keeps that ball out in front of her right there on that shot.
Crowd wants to travel. They don't get it. Rebound to Major, and Miles fouls her. And that's what we're talking about. We've seen a lot of second chance points here because Major does a great job getting position on Comrie here tonight.
Yes, and but I'm going to tell you what she doesn't do a very good job of. Following her down that floor.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Comrie has gone through the entire defensive lineup and made plays, just like she's been doing basically the entire year.
1:09 left to go. I love a game like this, Coach. Lots of suspense. And right now we have a discussion with the training crew. Trainer Renee is down there, Renee Ponsa, with Marley Gatlin and the officials, and they're going to let her play.
I think it was something that looked like maybe with a tooth or whatever.
Yeah, there's been some blood, I believe. And it's missed. I love the crowd here tonight. They are really fired up, and you got some great shots of the crowd. Lots of students here, lots of coaches here supporting the other coaches. AD Mike Schmidt is over here as well. He's on kind of the Salmon side, on the far side. And 1 of 2. And we're going to get a sub. This is the first time we've seen Akaya McMillan. And she's going to replace Major. 41-40. Terrio skips to Gatlin, baseline, The pass nearly stolen and a foul. Domino thought she could grab that one, but she cannot.
Domino trying to steal the ball. Didn't have the right angle right there, and look, did the sportsmanship thing. Gave the offensive girl, a hand up.
Both teams are playing aggressive, but they have played very well. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Salmon on the floor, and they're trying to steal it. Whistle, and do they get the jump ball or a timeout or a foul? Three options. They're also asking for a travel. They get the jump ball, and it's going to go to Prairieville. 32 seconds.
Well, there was a number of things everybody wanted. I'm not sure if anybody got what they really wanted.
But that's, when you're not sure, call the jump ball, right?
Yeah, when in doubt.
32-5 left. 1 point lead. It's going to be a fantastic fourth quarter. Right now, Salmon would have possession. Down low to Miles. Shoots, scores. 3 point lead.
Miles did not have a clue of what to do. She was so wide open, and he says, well, I'll just shoot the layup.
15. Pass stolen by Miles, and she's alone, and she scores with 5 seconds left. 45-40, McMullen racing, 2-1, shoots a three, short. It's a 5-point lead for Prairieville as we take the break at the end of the third quarter. 45-40, you're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to Rev, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. Rev.
This is going to be a great fourth quarter, Coach. It's anybody's game, and you got March Madness as the prize for the winner. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker with us, 45-40.
I don't know if you've ever been over to Hammond.
Have not.
For this. I've gone a number of times, and I'm going to just tell you, the place is immaculate for girls basketball. I mean, they really do a great job. And then you have Livingston Parish, which is huge on basketball and girls basketball. And that's always a big thing with Dole and some of those schools right there, always getting to the Sweet 16, or now they call it March Madness. And so it ought to be interesting to see. They're going to be playing before the biggest crowds they've played against.
And Coach Delry has told me he's never made the March Madness when he was a player at Denham and when he's coached at multiple places. So this is a big night for him. And if they can hold the lead, they'll make it. And a foul. Bree Sanders is playing so aggressive. You'd swear that she doesn't have some dislocated fingers.
Exactly. And very aggressive, just not a real smart foul right there.
Yeah.
Put a little pressure on him, but she's done a really good job for her team today.
Shot, short, offensive rebound, another offensive rebound. This is what I was saying. Limit second chances. They're going to get a second chance. A third chance, as a matter of fact. McMullen from the free throw line, it's good, and that's one that you got to put a mark by. 45-42.
A lot closer to those 60 points than they were in that first half.
Terrio, an attempt at a steal, now drives to Miles, no good, tapped and saved, and we have a whistle, and it's going to be Prairieville possession. They're going to say that the points don't count, that the save, her foot was actually on the line. And now Comrie has it. drives, and she hits the ground, and it's going to go to Salmon. She wanted a foul right there, didn't get it. They've let them play pretty well. Not a lot of fouls here tonight. McMullen in the lane, nice pass and a block and no whistle. Now Gatlin has it. Nice move and an awkward move and a shot, no good. Rebound, Comrie scores.
Excellent effort. I keep calling this name Comrie, but that was an excellent effort to come in there and get that offensive rebound and put it back up without putting the ball on the floor.
Gatlin nearly made the acrobatic layup, and now a shot and a whistle and a foul, I think number 3 on Comrie.
You don't want to get in that situation where, you get a little bit tired, maybe get a little bit lazy sometimes, and you start playing defense with just your hands.
Good. I talked about one of the keys to the game for Salmon, create foul trouble. Comrie and Gatlin both have 3, so
and then
they're in good shape.
You got to make free throws also.
And she made 1, and Miles gets the rebound. It's a 4-point game, 6:25 left to go. Gatlin to Comrie. Nice pass and points for Miles.
I tell you what, Miles is not, you're saying she's a freshman?
Yep.
She is really playing lights out.
McMullen shoots and scores. Comrie tried to draw the charge, no whistle. Like I said, they're letting him play.
Well, that offensive girl looked like she landed on the floor first.
Yeah, I agree. Shot. Gatlin misses. Rebound. Comrie scores. It's a 6-point game. 5:45 away from March Madness for the winner. And let's kind of give you a recap of what's been going on. Early on, Prairieville had the early 5-2 lead, and then Salmon made a big run, a 10-0 run, and then they held the lead for the entire rest of the first half. When you got to the end of the third quarter, Prairieville made a little bit of a comeback, had that 5-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Right now the lead is 6.
And Jeff, you have to understand, Prairieville has probably played maybe 8 players tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many Salmon. All of their girls that play are seniors.
Right. They played both about 8. You've had Snyder Kemp come off the bench. You've had Sheets come off the bench. And that's been about it.
Sanders is, to me, has done a tremendous job. That has been, look, we got full court press right here.
Yep.
And look, coach saying, get back, get back.
Oh, it goes off of Sanders. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes off of number 10, Thomas. I thought that would be out on Prairieville, but it's out on Salmon. Now 5:38. Prairieville can get the biggest lead of the night. The biggest lead of the night has been 7 for Salmon in the second quarter at 28-21. Comrie nearly stolen, and they're going to get a grab. And Domino is going to commit the foul.
Well, we got the foul situation. It's not even close.
Yep.
Maybe towards the end of this thing, we'll get into that penalty, that 2-shot penalty.
Remember, 2 shots at 5 fouls. Right now, Prairieville has committed 2. Salmon has committed 1. So there's a lot of fouls to give. And the referees have swallowed the whistle a lot of the night tonight.
Well, I think they've done a very good job. Pass official.
I like the pacing of this game, Coach. And there's a 3, in and out. Rebound goes to Major. 5:09. Salmon's got to make some points here. Whistle, travel, turnover.
And the crowd is really happy right there. I think the only thing that they're really strongly aware of rules-wise is traveling.
Yep. Everybody can see that.
Or they think they can.
Gatlin has it. She's done a good job here tonight after the early fouls, staying and playing smart. Nice move. That's for Miles. No good. Rebound. Comrie loses it. And it's going to go to Salmon. That would have been a 2 from our vantage point. 4:46 left to go. This is Powell. Now gets it to McMullen. Shoots. No good. Rebound. Miles. And a long pass to Comrie. 2-on-1. She's going to take it herself. Points. 8-point lead.
That's stealing. It ought to be illegal.
Now,
right around that goal. Keep that ball
a move, a whistle, and a grab. And are they going to call it on Miles or Comrie? It's going to be on Miles. That's a third team foul. According to the scoreboard, that's going to be her third foul. Shot, 3, no good. Offensive rebound. And a pass lost but kept by Powell. And there's reaching in and nearly another job by Bree Sanders. Thomas has it. 4 minutes, halfway through the fourth quarter, and we're going to get now you're going to get some fouls. And the crowd doesn't like that, but that's going to be Bree's fourth foul.
Just a heck of an effort tonight by everybody. But I just like the way that Sanders girl plays.
It's saved by Salmon, out of bounds to Prairieville. And now, at this point, Salmon has had a lot of problems scoring points in this fourth quarter. 5-point lead is extended to 8. And we have a potential injury right here. They're going to kind of look at the knee brace right here as they're going to do a little stretch. Trainer Renee getting some more camera time here tonight.
Well, you got that deal right there, tilting the toe up means you got a cramp in the calf.
Yep. I tell you what, Prairieville has no more fouls to give. So now anything that happens, any foul, and Salmon's going to go to the line. And so you got to be very careful and not commit any cheap fouls.
But are they going to be able to win the game at the line?
So far, both teams have been kind of average at the line at best. And that's a big cramp injury right there because that's Brielle Major, and that's Ryan Comrie's nemesis down there in the paint.
And probably 90% of Prairieville's buckets have been in the paint area, if not closer.
But she's also the one that's been getting those offensive rebounds.
Yes. All right, so we got a full court press. Let's see what Miles does.
3:53. Long pass to Comrie. Beautiful. And she scores, and it's a 10-point lead. That was Brady to Gronkowski.
That basically just tells me we're throwing it down there long. Y'all can't stop it.
Yep. Sanders nearly stole it, but also Naylor committed her fifth foul. But here's Marley Gatlin. 3-on-2, she pulls back.
If you don't score anymore, they don't score anymore.
Look at, this is what I love when I'm watching her, is the dribbling. She is fantastic as a dribbler.
But you dribble too much. 5-second call right there.
And that's just unfortunate for Prairieville.
Keep the ball handlers. Well, probably all 5 of them are ball handlers for Prairieville.
Yep. Miles and Terrio do a good job as well.
Oh, very much so.
Sanders just fouled out the game.
Coach is not real smart with that because you played such an outstanding game. You got to reach and foul to eliminate you from the game at the 3-minute mark.
Now, I'm not sure. They still got a few seconds to decide. One player that we did not see that coach has brought up tonight has been Kleber, but we haven't seen her yet. That's Whitney Kleber, number 13, but instead they're going to go with KK Snyder-Kemp. And Bree Sanders, she's got to be proud of herself, even though she made some mistakes here tonight with the fouls late.
Another freshman.
She's upset because she committed a foul that probably shouldn't have done.
First goal's good.
It's a 9-point lead. And this is the advantage Salmon has now. They're going to go to the line every time you commit a foul.
And if it's made, you're going to get a...
It's missed. And Gatlin has it. Now Terrio and now Gatlin. We'll see if she can handle things.
There you go. Move the ball around.
And now the drive, shoots, no good. Rebound, McMillan. And it goes off her foot. Miles saves it. And here's Terrio. Stops. Out to Miles, and they make the smart decision.
Be smart.
2:46 left. 9-point lead for Prairieville. Out to Comrie, and they are just going to play, I guess, an old variation of 4 corners here. Deflected, so no backcourt. And a whistle. They still have 3 more fouls to give after this. Nine-point lead for Prairieville. 2.5 minutes from Hammond. And Coach Delry is going to call a timeout. Yes, he does. The timeout situation, I don't think Salmon has called a timeout. They may have called one, but the timeout situation on the scoreboard says 5 for Salmon and 2 for Prairieville, not 1 for Prairieville. And I guess if you coach Delry, you don't get them going into your next game. There may not even be a next game. So use them now.
Well, I think he wants, you got an extra player in there that doesn't have that much experience being in the game. Make sure that your guards are handling the ball and include Miles and include the 2 big girls in there. Mm-hmm. So Comrie and Miles could easily be part of that.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to drive the lane and shoot that layup. You may end up getting 2 shots if you don't, or you could possibly make it.
One of the keys tonight, when we talk about the foul situation earlier and with Salmon being in the bonus, even though they're in the bonus, they have not been able to get extra fouls on Comrie or Gatlin, and those are the people that you want to get on the bench. They both have 3 fouls. They are likely to make it through without fouling out.
Look at this. You have Miles, a freshman right here, throwing the ball in. That's the confidence coach has.
And the home run ball is more points.
Good call right there, Coach.
11-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for either team. Passes on the 3, McMillan kicks it out, and a 2, it's good. Nice shot by Nevia McGee. And a whistle and a hold. I think that's McMillan.
I think on purpose that was a hold right there, just so you can get to the possibility of having to make free throws to win this game.
They still have 2 fouls to give, and that's what they're going to do. They're just going to commit fouls quickly. Good call, Coach. So this is going to turn into a free throw shooting competition.
Well, is it going to be a good call by Coach Thomas? Because you know what happens on this next foul? You're getting 2 shots. And you could basically say that's only going to increase the lead or keep the lead at the same margin that we have.
They get it to Terrio, and she'll shoot 2. McMillan fouls again. So Thomas has 4 fouls. Delry considers her the best player on the court.
So who's coming to the line right here?
This is Aubrielle Terrio.
A freshman.
So McMoon and Kendall Thomas both have 4 fouls. So they commit the fouls like their strategy dictates.
You know, the smart thing would be they'll make a substitution and you foul and we just bring them back in and out.
The only problem is their 2 top scorers, the ones that average 37 combined points a game, are now going to be.
Now they're going from defensive players to offensive players. But right off the bat, the freshman just made the first free throw.
Jewel Fichter, number 31, that's her first appearance. Jelani Fontenette also in for Salmon. It's an 11-point game as we get to the 2-minute point.
Close to that 60-point mark.
I think they're going to make it. And a turnaround and move and score. Nice move by Kendall Thomas, and it's a 9-point game. And Prairieville taking their time. Gatlin's going to get it across over to Terrio. She's going to drive, stop, and they set up.
Be smart. Coach Delry's got to be liking what he's seeing.
And now they got to commit a foul here to get him back on the line.
And they have their offensive players in here right now.
Terrio. Miles, 1:20 left to go. Prairieville in good shape. Nice move. Avoiding the foul, and now we have a whistle.
All the way down to almost the 1-minute mark right here.
And Kendall Thomas just fat out the game. That's big.
And I'm going to just tell you, you know, I keep talking about the heroes. The freshmen have also have made a dramatic push in this game right here to a possible victory. And look right off the bat, here comes the freshman at the free throw line. A 9th grader shooting free throws in the quarterfinals.
Last year, she was at Galvez beating teams 47-6. Now she has a chance to get to March Madness. Oh, misses the first. So the strategy works for a second. She's made 2 out of 3 since they've gone to the foul strategy. 3 of 4. 10-point lead. 112. McMoon.
Can't give him an easy bucket.
Victor drives, shoots, block, and here's Comrie, and she will not run this time. 1 minute away from March Madness. Whistle, and Miles is going to go to the line.
There you go from 14 freshmen shooting to 4 freshmen shooting.
Pishon commits the foul. Miles will shoot 2. Right now it's a 4-possession game, Coach. It would still be a 4-possession game if she makes both free throws. Just be harder, and she misses. Can Prairieville make it to March Madness in year 2 of the high school? They're up 11 with 50 seconds left. Or can Salmon make the miraculous comeback? McMoon pass, and it's knocked away and stolen. And here's Terrio, and a whistle and a foul, and that is against Domino. 37 seconds away.
That right there tells me that's a give-up foul. I'm giving up. Y'all win.
Prairieville is fired up. Can Coach Delry win on his birthday and go somewhere that he hadn't been yet?
Well, I promise you he's been to Hammond.
Yeah, but not as a coach or player. But it's not over yet. Four three-pointers for Salmon to come back, and they're not a three-point shooting team. McMoon, there's the first 3, blocked, and blocked again. And Prairieville is starting to feel it. Salmon is a great team, Coach, but they just didn't have an answer for Comrie and Miles. They took over this game in the second half.
And look, let me tell you, these girls that are seniors, I know for junior and senior year, evidently they have been spectacular. And Coach May, I don't know what he's got coming up in the next couple of years, but right now it looks like Coach Delry has possibility of being very good the next few years.
20 seconds and a whistle, 18.4. And now Miles commits her fourth foul. She has been fantastic tonight. And those passes that she sent to Comrie were amazing. And the free throw is good. McMillan scores 63-51. (63-52), 18 seconds. Salmon running out of time, but there's a steal, but it's back to McMillan. Misses under the basket, misses, whistle, and she's going to shoot two.
63, Jeff.
They made it.
Good job, Prairieville.
11 points in 11 seconds. Prairieville is going to do it in year two. And Salmon has a great team, and they've had a great season, and congratulations to them. They've only lost to two teams so far this year. Twice to Slidell and once to Riverdale. But their season is going to end tonight. And there's a long pass and an exclamation point. And Prairieville is going to March Madness. But there's 1.6 seconds left as there's a whistle. And I believe a timeout has been called. And you know who I feel the happiest about here? Coach Delry's going to win on his birthday, and he has gone 4 years with Marley Gatlin. They were together at Dutchtown, and then when Delry made a decision to come to Prairieville, he told Marley Gatlin, you need to come with me. I need you. You're going to be our leader. And in year 4, they made it.
A solid leader, too. Don't know about GPAs or anything, but she seems like whatever she does.
She is an amazing scholar athlete. And when you're a point guard, you got to be a leader. And I believe she's going to Xavier. She's been offered. And there it is. And they're going to tear down the nets. Prairieville made it. They beat Salmon 65-54. And Coach Delry, instead of celebrating with his team, is going to go shake hands with the Salmon Spartans. And now here comes the rest of the team. And look, the two coaches meet, and I think this game was played very well. Neither of these teams played dirty. Neither of these teams was over-aggressive. There was a lot of respect and admiration on this court tonight.
You know, what I like to watch about officiating is they know how to call the block charge, and most importantly, they know how and they understand who's getting a block shot and who actually fouled on the shot. So, you know, they really did a great job, I thought. Of course, the fans over here, there's a few walking calls that they were a little leery about. But here we go right here, 65-54. Headed to Hammond, Louisiana.
And this school is going bananas. They did it in year 2. Can you believe that? And Coach Delry with his family, his wife and kid, happy birthday. You saw his dad right there, Coach Rick.
Very good.
You know, the monkey was on his back because he had never won a playoff game even with the girls' programs. He didn't win one at Dutchtown. He didn't win one last year at Prairieville. Now he's won 2, and he talked about it Monday. The monkey was on his back, and now it's going to be Hammond bound.
And who's the possible opponent?
Denham Springs or Slidell.
Or Slidell. And that game's going to be played tomorrow night or tonight?
No, that's being played right now.
You ought to have it be. You don't have a call in?
Nope. We're going to find out. We're going to be there next week. These girls are going crazy. 2 seniors, 2 freshmen, and a sophomore in the starting lineup. 2 of these girls are winning middle school championships last year. 2 of these girls have been waiting 4 years for this moment.
And I tell you what, well deserved, because you know what happened to them tonight, Jeff?
What's
they got
that?
behind a couple of times.
Yep.
And boy, I'm going to tell you what, they hung in there and they found out, get the ball to Comrie. Get the ball to Comrie. And Comrie had a lot of big-time efforts in there.
They're setting up the ladder underneath the near side basket on the left. And they're going to tear down the nets, and we're going to show it to you. And you know, it's fun because you know who's the happiest? The boys program. All those guys in the middle that are going crazy, that's the boys team. And there's a lot of camaraderie out there. The boys team, this is a win for them too. This is a win for the whole school and for all of Ascension Parish. In Prairieville, they get to March Madness on Thursday, and tomorrow night, soccer is going to play for a state championship on the boys' side. And guess who's going to get the first chance to cut the net? Ryan Comrie. And she's going to have a memento for the rest of her life. Now Aubrey Alterio. Oh, don't fall. As a freshman. And again, what I like, Coach Delry's on the side. He's letting the girls have their moment. There's Marley Gatlin. And you know Coach Delry's got a special relationship with her. She's got her net. I think Kaylee Miles is coming next.
The net right here signifies that you are making it to the Final Four.
That's a tradition in March Madness. Now it's a tradition in March Madness. They need a better pair of scissors. And now the girl who played with dislocated fingers, Bree Sanders. And listen to the crowd. They love her for her effort tonight.
Very strong effort.
MVP is what they're yelling. I don't think she can cut it with this net, with these scissors.
I think it's the fingers that are affecting her.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe they need some left-handed scissors. They're going to ask for some help. She can't cut with the dislocated finger. So we're going to have one of the other players come up. She made it look easy. She's showing off in front of Bree Sanders. So Bree has her net. And they're going to take a picture of her. Who's next? There's one of your favorites, Kaylin Sheets.
Caitlin, I tell you what, the first game we did, she was on fire from that three-point line. And I know she got a lot of practice at that. Coach, a lot of confidence in her last year, this year. Started out, all you got to do when you're shooting that three-pointer, if you get hot, just keep getting the ball and seeing what you can get done.
I believe this may be Whitney Kleber. I'm not sure of all the other players because you have your core 8. And then we don't see a lot of the other ones. And Coach, this is a young team.
Well, every time you said something, that's a freshman. That's a freshman.
And now here's KK Snyder-Kemp, also a freshman. She had a key basket at the end of the first half. She's going to get her little piece of the net. Here's another. Our producer, Lyle Boudreaux, is telling us that Slidell is up 13 on Denham Springs right now at the end of 3.
Did Salmon beat Slidell twice this year?
Slidell beat Salmon twice. Another girl, younger players, the freshmen. What a great moment for Ascension Parish and Prairieville High School. And now we're getting toward the end. We still have a coach that needs to come out there. We're going to keep it here for the whole thing. They got to save the last part for Coach Delry, I'm sure. Now we're going to get to the assistant coaches. Coach Delry is making his way to the center. There's Coach Rick. You know him.
Oh, yeah. He's a good one.
now we get to the end. Chase Delry cuts down the nets, finally. And they're going to sing happy birthday.
Great night.
It's a great night for Prairieville High School, that's for sure. And we're going to end our broadcast as the nets have come down. Our final score, Prairieville 65, Salmon 54. Prairieville headed to Hammond for Marsh Madness. And tomorrow, the Prairieville boys soccer team will be heading to the state championship game in Hammond as well. I want to thank everybody who's been part of this tonight. I want to thank Lyle Boudreau at home for providing us everything that we needed. I want to thank Andre Chapoy, our director. Then we want to thank Zane, Maggie, and Nolan on cameras. Coach Swack, you're the best. Appreciate you as always.
Great year. Another great year.
And I'm Jeff Porsche, and I'm telling everybody good night. Thanks for watching our winter season on Rev Sports. You have been watching the Rev Game of the Week.